fucking main character in that game.
You and Nelson and all the others kept tearing my asshole open about how I look like him. I'm like, are you telling me I look like Eric Andre?
Okay, Davi looks like the main. He looks like Ichiban, the main fucking character in Yakuza 7.
In all honesty, Ichiban looks more like Eric Andre, and I feel like you guys are trying to say something.
Oh god. God, Yakuza 7 looks so fucking good. I'm so fucking excited. It's so dumb looking. Like, they don't care anymore. Like, in Yakuza, people just have fucking superpowers, and they got... they're summoning dragons out of their assholes, and...
You didn't continue in Overwatch.
What about Overwatch?
I need to continue Yakuza. I finished 1. I want to play 0.
Ew, you played Kiwami? That's a good game, but that's like the worst Yakuza game. It's good, but like Yakuza 0 is... Okay, look, if you want to change your life, play Yakuza 0, okay? Yakuza 0 story is fan-fucking-tastic. It is real good. Fucking play that shit. Yakuza 0... I don't... Like, you should play Yakuza 0 first, to be honest. But Yakuza 0 is really, really, really fucking good.
I think she actually has a thing for me, which is the best.
And that's funny because Yakuza 0 came before Kiwami. It's like the oldest.
No, I know what. Yeah, I know the story of 0. Sure,
yeah,
I know what it is.
But I'm talking about the game engine wise. The game engine is like the first PS4 Yakuza game, which means that it's, you know, the least polished out of all the PS4 Yakuza games so far. But it's still like kind of the most memorable out of all of them because of how, you know, even the gameplay is a lot more to its combat than even Kiwami. So like, there's a lot more to Yakuza 0's combat more than even Kiwami 2, because of the fact that you have multiple fighting styles, like 1, 2, 3, 4 different fighting styles for 2 different fucking characters. You have 8 completely different fighting styles that you have to know the combos for, the mechanics for, how they. It's so good. So yeah, if you ever have to get Yakuza 0, don't sleep on it. It's amazing. And Yakuza 7, they just don't care anymore. They don't care. They're bringing dead characters back into the game somehow. I don't know why dead characters are back. They're back as summons or something. they got random small ass side characters that are back as summons. For example, there's a chicken. And Yakuza 0 has one little side. There's a chicken named Nugget in Yakuza 0. It's one side mission. It is one side mission where there's a chicken named Nugget. Or rather, Kiryu names the chicken Nugget, and the chicken after that side mission, get this, becomes a manager of a real estate company. The chicken is a manager of a real estate company.
This is Japan we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the problem?
It's fucking amazing, and so this fucking random ass little chicken from this random little side mission in Yakuza 0 comes back as a fucking summon character in Yakuza 7 as a major character. What the fuck? Yakuza is amazing.
You gotta keep in mind the octopus in Hentai episode #1 that got released into the ocean becomes the main rapist at the end of the series of the Hentai. So at the same time, it's one of those things where, don't worry, I'm being metaphorical. I'm trying to be symbolic, but it's honestly not helping. It's one of those things where, like, sometimes if you throw, sometimes when you throw a pill into the ocean, it grows into a big giant spongy dinosaur. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you mean. Actually,
it's sad, but at the same time, it's one of those things where, like,
the Yakuza is just it is the most like fun. You cannot predict the like side missions, and you cannot. And also some of the side missions you can't avoid. Like it's just you will be doing your thing, and then just something out of nowhere is going to interrupt your main progress mission, and you're gonna have to just deal with it. It's really fucking good. It's so funny. It's the tonal shift is rough in a good way, because you're doing the most serious shit with like fucking murderers and you know, the gang members and all that kind of stuff. Very serious, heart-wrenching shit. And then just wacky stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like so you're like you just got done murdering so and so boss member for you know, revenge on murdering whatever the fuck. Let's say this is a made-up scenario, and then this is what I'm about to say is an actual scenario. After you get done doing some murder, bloody fist fighting shit, like not even 10 minutes after that, you get stopped and interrupted by a man on the street dancing in a baby diaper, and his name is the human his name is the human erection, and he's just dancing in a diaper. And you know, talking. Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Hey,
I love it.
Can you turn up the Basement TV to 11, please?
So, oh hey Insanity, how you doing, Yeet? Got a guy watching. I was streaming a little bit earlier today. I did some combat.
Taki, I was gonna make a reference. The same donkey that everyone told that wasn't gonna be special ended up being the donkey that carried Jesus on his back.
True.
If you're wondering the name of that donkey, it was Donkey Ollie.
So I was going over my audio to see if it was decent. But yeah, like yeah, I was doing some streaming earlier today, Insanity, with some combat. It was really good. I kind of did some cool shit off stream after the fact when I ended it. But I'm gonna make a compilation of like highlights from cool moments that happened in my playthrough later on, I guess. The only part of Venom I like is the Eminem song in the credits. Venom. What?
Venom.
I don't know if is that a good movie or a bad movie. I hear that it's a good movie, but I also hear that it's bad.
It's a good movie, just not as gory as it's supposed to be.
Oh god, yeah. Apparently that was PG-13, right? They totally like. God, that should have been, you know, a little bit more rated R, judging by the rated of PG-13. Venom isn't too brutal, but he isn't like.
You gotta keep in mind that most of the video games he's been in, like example beat 'em ups, where you're Wolverine going on a hunt to beat the shit out of Venom. Venom is literally 90% of the time in a cutscene munching on a civilian to regain his health.
Yeah,
and it's one of those things that like, how can the movie barely shows him munching on people? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess at this point it's not a necessity to show that goriness, but it is something that's like. Why would you not show that? Yeah, that implied cartoon
it pisses me off that Venom isn't blue.
Yeah.
I don't like being that guy, but I'm going to be realistic.
Kind of like how
it's comic black, which means it's like jet.
Why am I getting it previously on? But like, you know, like kind of like a similar issue with I don't want to say a similar issue, but like. For example, X-Men, those older movies.
I
think they're pretty good for what they were, of course. And they got rid of. I remember it was an interview with, I think it was the director. A lot of complaints were going around with like, why aren't these fucking characters colorful, and why don't they look like their comic book counterparts? Why does Wolverine not have the iconic outfit and stuff, and mask, and all that other stuff, and and same with Cyclops, with him not being colorful at all. Everything's drab and gray and black and not colorful at all. Yeah. And then the director said something along the lines of, "Dude, do you realize how fucking stupid it will look if Wolverine walked around in like tidy-whitey spandex?"
I would agree, but you gotta keep in mind these are the same people who got erections on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Okay, Insanity, I'm gonna ban you from my chat. Insanity, I'm gonna ban you from my chat if you say that I look like. I can't speak. I'm so mad that I can't speak. I'm gonna ban you from my chat if you tell me that I sound like a mafia godfather one more time. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Insanity, no more N-words.
No,
you hear me?
No more N-words. I'm joking, Insanity. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm joking.
No es N-wordo.
If I can't tell you how many times somebody has called me a mafia godfather. Oh, DeVince, I've actually spoken to somebody who's in the mafia at my job like last week or so. I think he's part of the mob or some shit. I think he's a mafioso. He was talking to me. Okay, here's how it went. I scheduled an appointment for his appliances, like his heat, I believe it was, to be fixed. Easy. Took 6 minutes for me to schedule his appointment, right? But the rest of the call, talking to him, was 15 minutes. ish, and for around that time period, he was just talking to me about his family, about his son, and about his job, but he can't actually explain what his job is. He was basically saying things like this. He was like, listen to me, listen to me. Yeah, I know what I'm. He's like, I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking to a good man. You seem like a very good man. So let me live in here with you about what I do. I can't tell what I do, but I gotta tell you what I tell you this. I tell you this.
Do it well.
Whenever I do something, whenever I want something done, God bless the soul who crosses my path. Nobody ever says no to me. I remember I had my son's soccer game. Told the coach, put him on the front line. Put him on the front line. I told him put him on the front line. The coach told who I was. Told him my name, and he immediately gave me the position. You know, I told him he was scared. I'll tell you, Tucky, he was scared. Yeah, God bless the soul whoever crosses my path. Cause all I gotta do is give him one phone call, and they immediately tell him what I do. He's like, okay, all right. He was talking about, he said, I got my wife. You know, she's a little bit of a trophy wife, but I love my wife. You know, because God's given her. He just keeps going on and on and on and on about all this shit. He keeps going back to his job, but he can't tell me what it is. He's like, I got a family, but I can't tell you what I do. I mean, I should probably not say what I do over the line or the recorded line, but I gotta tell you that what I do is what I do. It's pretty serious. I was like, okay, thank God. It's like, what? Did I just talk to a fucking mafia boss or some shit?
No. You didn't talk to a mafia boss. You talked to the mafia boss, known as the Butcher.
Like he went on and on and on about a whole bunch of different shit.
He cuts off your pinky toe and he cuts off your.
Dude, he was going into it for 15 minutes on and on about all these random things about how like like all this other shit. He was talking about fucking he's got a family, and I mean like a family? He's got a family of people, yeah, they got ice cream trucks, you know, they're working janitors, you know what I mean? But so, I'm like, this sounds an awful lot like undercover mafioso members. Cause what you gotta understand is that fucking the mafia still runs New Jersey. Like they run New Jersey, bro. Like, they still do. Fucking, I'm surprised that it took me, I don't want to say, I probably talked to at least maybe 2 sketchy people involved in that kind of drug violence at my time, and I've talked to a lot of people, maybe 2 or 3, because some of the folks that I talked to had, like, really fucking, like, they were sketch. I mean, I spoke to, like, tons of sketchy people, but out of all of those sketchy people, I think maybe 3 of them were mafioso. And I'm sorry, Insanity, for not continuing the gameplay. I just cannot talk while playing a video game. I've literally been staring at this idle menu screen for like 5 minutes. Sorry. Damn, I'm fucking hungry.
But they couldn't turn up a damn thing. Why do you think we can do any better?
I am hungry for a piece.
Dick.
Yes, a piece of dick.
Don't worry, we got this.
Not the whole thing. That's too big for my diet. But only a piece.
If anyone's gonna know about the
Small sigils.
Insanity, did you just send a message that immediately got deleted from the chat? Because the message didn't pop up.
We'll need to get our hands on some more
He said the word again, didn't he?
I don't know.
Insanity, you know you fucked up, right?
Hmm.
Give him the chair.
No.
Give him the chair!
No.
October, found in an alley.
Fine.
No, bitch.
Who was that? Oh, that's not me. I was like, I forgot you existed, to be honest.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you reminded me of me when I'm trying to joke about having voices in my head.
Say something about himself.
One time I did it, the Yanni hit the shit out of me.
Bitch? Jesus.
I said, no, Lisa, you're not real. Do you hear me? I know you're not fucking there. The Yanni came in the room and said, quiet down. I said, holy shit. She got mad at me.
There's not a lot of side missions in this game so far.
I wonder if she's still mad. You know what? Yeah, I know she is.
Do I need to eat? No.
Yes, you do.
I mean in the game, not in real life.
Yes, you do.
Somebody said I sound like I'm from Maine. Say Maine? What do people from Maine sound like?
Saki, you sound like you're from Mulan.
Mulan.
Not the movie, the actual place.
Oh, what? I sound okay.
Kidding.
Oh,
Saki,
do
even
not
I'm
tell
just
me.
memeing right
Do
now,
not
'cause-
fucking tell
come on.
me I have to find cats in this game. I will. God damn it! I've got
What
to
is it,
find.
JRPG?
No, okay, so in
Level one,
Yakuza's
find cat.
in
Last
Yakuza
level, kill God.
in Yakuza 6, you have like you are introduced to a side mission where you gotta find cats scattered all throughout the city, and it's not like they're in fixed positions. The positions are random and they randomly spawn, so you cannot look up a guide. They are randomly anywhere. So fuck.
Buy some
Please-
catnip, leave it in your pants, and the pussy train will
Please
come your
don't tell
way.
me I have to fucking do this whole cat. I have to find like 50 cats. Fucking stop. Don't do this to me,
Happy
please.
Catter Day.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill myself if he makes me find 50 stray cats.
I'm a witness.
Oh, but it's a big deal to me. That's why I've been searching high and low for these crazy little critters. Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Yet for some reason, they run away at full speed whenever they see me coming. God, fucking... I'm gonna have a seizure. I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm. I don't wanna fucking find stray
What's
cats.
that in your mouth?
Dick.
The cat just runs 1,000 fucking PSI.
These are the top results.
Thank you, Google, but I didn't ask anything about 1,000 PSI running cats. Fucking Christ, what is wrong with you?
Check out the
Stop recording my sass, damn it! If I'm sassing you, then you giving you a break.
Insanity, where are you from? Are you from the Discord that I frequent every so often, or are you just a random guy that found my thing?
He is from the mob, and he will whack you if you disrespect
Probably.
him.
Let the search begin. Fuck me. I'm not gonna do this side mission. I'm gonna ignore it, honestly.
That's right. Just take your problems and don't even look at them. I'm getting fucking sick.
Okay.
There.
And I gotta lure them with cat food, so fucking stop.
Is it Meow Mix?
No. They got Jack Daniels in this game.
It's not that.
They got the sponsored food shit.
I have a question. Was Burger King sponsoring Shrek, or was that just a skit?
I
In
don't.
Shrek 2, when they went to Burger King and ate tacos?
What? That was a scene in Shrek 2?
Yes.
I was
And
in
now you
Shrek
make me
2
want to
in
do
some
one
ways.
thing that I honestly wouldn't want to do, Harold. My diet is ruined. And then they just ordered tacos from Burger King.
Don't remind me that I bought like a whole bunch of shit from McDonald's.
If you don't finish that, I'm eating it.
I might finish it. I might not.
And if you don't, it's your job to mail it to my house.
If
and I'll eat it.
mail it. The soggy ass McDonald's.
The preservatives will keep it well, and it'll be in a hot ass fucking truck all day. That sounds disgusting. Actually, I take it back.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh my god, this is so cool. You can cancel your. Oh, this game is just got. I did not realize this. How did I not realize this? You can. Okay, in Judgment, when you're doing combos, you can cancel your combos with your style switching in the middle of your combo. So you can do this dope ass fucking combo, go ba 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 ba. If in the middle of the combo you freeze time and dance around and switch to your fighting style, and then continue the fucking combo with another fighting style. And oh my god, that's so good. Oh, that is so good. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that I can do this. I'm gonna be doing this a lot. I'm going to be doing this a lot in boss fights. For sure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this just Pornhub, but a VPN app? You're kidding?
Why is it not? Why is it not a Pornhub app?
That just popped up as an advertisement on YouTube.
You can download an.
Is this finally happening?
You can download a Pornhub app, but you gotta do some sketchy shit to like do it. You gotta do some like extra shit. I'm
You have
not.
to make a Pornhub account. You have to put your finger in your butthole.
No, you
have
gotta
to
download
two
shit. I'm like,
amateurs.
I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna jailbreak my fucking Android for a fucking like porn app. No thanks.
That's how you can get notifications for when Mia Khalifa's nudes leaking. Someone puts them on their
Isn't
Pornhub
Mia
account.
Khalifa
and
like
then
no
after them-
longer like doing porn?
Exactly. That's why it's special whenever her nudes leak.
ありがとうございました.
This is embarrassing. Who are some mainstream porn artists now that aren't dudes? Because all I know is the men, which is
No, it's not embarrassing. There's I don't know a lot of porn stars. Asa Akira, Sasha Fox, Sasha Grey, obviously. Sasha Grey is a fucking Twitch streamer now. It's weird.
Is she the one who got mad at Richard Shutoff and then got banned? Actually, no, she didn't get banned.
Mad at what?
I just remember there was like a porn actress who did a Twitch stream, and she said whenever she gets mad, she's gonna rip her tits out. And
I
she
don't
did, and
know.
she genuinely
I
didn't get
don't
banned.
actually watch Sasha Grey streams, but she streams Witcher a lot.
She did welcome on Twitch. Hey, do you think Pornhub should do gaming streaming?
I
Just
guess.
when the nipples and titties do pop
you know
out,
what?
they
That's
won't get
actually
in
not a
trouble.
bad idea. I guess.
Trademark, that was my idea first. Pornhub.
That would
my
generate
idea.
a lot of like. That would generate a whole new economy on Twitch. I mean.
There, I wrote it down.
Pornhub.
So this is something Kyle Orson would have thought of first.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a Mari story?
I'm interested. What did
All right,
Mari
so
run into this
Mari, here's a new thing I found out about Mari. So
She can fly,
there was
I knew
a
it.
period of time, a couple years ago, where she explained that there was a spider in her room that was just in the corner of her room for months. It's like a spider web. She was too scared to kill it because she's scared of spiders. But so out of since the whole for that long period of time that spider was just in the corner of her room for all that time, she named her spider. She named the spider in the corner of her room. She gave it a name.
Charlotte.
What did she named it? Fuck, she named it something fucking
She named
retarded.
it Charlotte.
She named it something retarded. I don't remember what it was, but she named her a fucking spider. It's okay. Who does this? I'm trying to finish as many games as I can before
Sorry, Tox, I'm about to ask what was gonna happen next with Mari's story of Charlotte's Web. Mari's
no,
Web.
nothing else. That's all. That's it. She just named the fucking spider.
There's nothing wrong with
In
that.
the corner
I did
room.
weird shit
I
like that when I was
guess.
a kid.
Who? I don't. What? I'm not gonna. What? I'm not gonna name this spider.
You trying to call us out? Huh? Spider lovers? No,
No.
okay, you're good, Tox.
No, but yeah, I'm trying to complete as many games as I can before Bayonetta comes out on PS4, and then before Last of Us and Resident Evil 3, Final Fantasy
Didn't gameplay
7.
for it yet.
What?
Bayonetta.
On PS4? No.
I'm sorry.
But it's coming out on March or February?
Oh, I can already make bold predictions. This would be the first A for Adults game to come out for the PS4 that would then transfer to the PlayStation 5. Why is the A for Adults? Because in this Bayonetta game, you'll see Bayonetta like you've never seen her before. The intro is her cutting her hair off and she's bald. She's now a feminist. She's now even taller than before and even stronger than before. But this time she's a nudist. She's a nudist.
Oh, but also when I say
pussy and tits as combos to fight the monsters.
When I say Bayonetta on PS4, I mean Bayonetta 1 is being released on PS4, not Bayonetta 3.
That is sad how long it took, but okay, that makes me happy.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's depressing, but whatever. At least I'm getting it. I'm happy. I'm excited. Even though I prefer Bayonetta 2 way more than Bayonetta 1, that's fine. That's
Stupid
fine.
Fucking hell. I'm talking
Bayonetta,
about myself, not Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 1 is
smarter than I am.
Bayonetta 1 is a great game, but it's nowhere near as good as Bayonetta 2, honestly. like I never usually say this for most things because it's a sin to skip things, but I highly encourage anybody to skip Bayonetta 1 if it's too hard for them, because Bayonetta 1 is.
It's funny. Most people say the same thing about Devil May Cry 1. The answer is no. Play it anyway.
No,
Yeah, I mean-
I watched Samar play it. I have never played Bayonetta.
Bayonetta is so good though. Bayonetta. Have you seen Bayonetta 2?
Pussy rockets.
No, I've actually seen none of Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 2 is so good. Bayonetta 2
the
is
new
really,
stuff,
really,
Lucky.
really good. Bayonetta 2 is insane. I look at Bayonetta 2, right? I look at the levels of Bayonetta 2, the things that happen in Bayonetta 2, the dynamic fights in Bayonetta 2 are way more dynamic than any fight that's in God of War, Devil May Cry, any character action game.
You calm down now.
Okay, God of War is like, it's dynamic, but it's so stiff. Like, it's just like,
supposed to be cinematic though.
but it's not as cinematic as Bayonetta 2. Are you kidding me?
Of course, she's got titties and ass. You're more
I'm not
interested
talking.
in
I'm
watching
not
it.
even talking about her fucking non-existent titties.
You can stop lying.
I'm talking about the boss fights in Beta 2 are fucking
Taki, 'cause
absurd.
yes, because when you're a horny teenager, you're more interested in the
What
physical
is,
power
shut your bitch ass. I'm not even sexually attracted to Beta.
That is a goddamn lie. You want to lick those boots.
No, I'm not. I'm not attracted to Bayonetta because she reminds me of my aunt. So I'm
No, not looks wise, and not even body wise. It's talking about her fashion. Don't you want to fuck her clothes?
No, my grandmother. My aunt's a fashion designer, which makes it even worse. Anyway,
Okay, you're genuinely weird. You concern me.
how am I weird for not wearing the fuck Bayonetta?
Not her. Her clothing, her outfits,
What?
her hair.
Her outfits are
Gross.
cool.
No one wants to put their penis inside a Bayonetta. If you do, you're a fucking weeaboo.
I mean, Bayonetta is. I could see why people would think she's attractive in 2, because she's really, really, really
alright, I
good.
guess.
She's really good looking in 2. She's
She
really
groomed
good.
herself. Don't give me that shit.
But John is pretty good. The white haired.
John, on the other hand, yes. Bayonetta is a groomer.
Now that's just gonna be fucking bugging in my damn head.
What happened to me?
Means everything okay.
It's just some fucking family shit. I don't even want to fucking go on.
Some fanny shit? What?
No, it's just family.
Oh, I heard. I heard Fanny. I don't know why I heard that.
I can't even fucking. I can't just go deep into details. I mean, cursing a lot and speaking my mind and shit. And I just don't want to fucking like get in trouble. I still got that mindset of a fucking kid.
I understand.
So,
Mindset of being fucking respectful. And this Dauntless character looks ugly as hell when they just fucking start me in this shit.
you playing Dauntless? I don't even know what Dauntless is yet. But like, yeah, Bayonetta 2's boss fights. Come on, they are so good. They're good. They are more dynamic than any other character action big title.
oh wait, you're saying 2?
series.
My fucking bad.
Not
Well, yeah,
one.
of course.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2. Okay, Bayonetta 2's.
Comparing God of War 1 to Bayonetta 2 is not really fair.
Well, I'm not comparing God of War. I'm not even talking about God of War 3 compared to Bayonetta 2. Is like God of War 3 looks like a garbage fire compared to Bayonetta 2 in terms of its boss fights. Fucking Christ.
What was the best appealing? Not appealing. What is the best? I guess I could say aesthetically appealing, like mythology and shit. He's watching.
Like Bayonetta 2's boss fights are even.
No, I'm talking about God of Wars. Which one do you think looks the prettiest?
I don't. Okay, the big Titan is like very, very, very impressive, right? You're scaling his entire body and shit. It's a little bit gross because of the nail stuff and the thing, you know what I mean? But God of War 3's boss fight with the Titan is pretty impressive, right? But it's a little bit stiff. It's very slow. Which I mean, even though that's not like, I'm not trying to say it's bad. Of course, it's pretty good. It's really, really good. It's crazy because you're scaling his entire. The boss fight is the stage is the fucking guy, the big huge man. You're traversing his whole body. It's okay. Shut up.
Wait till Taki realizes that he's referring to Guy as a man.
Well, okay, it wasn't the.
Dude.
No, okay, it wasn't. There was also the female Titan too, but I don't. She was. It was a
Mother
different
Nature
kind of
was
boss
the one
fight.
you're scaling.
I'm talking about the
you're
other
talking
guy.
about
I'm not.
fucking Kronos,
Yeah,
so
I'm not. I'm not talking about her.
Oh, the fingernail. That's what you meant.
Yeah. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about one of the boss fights in God of War 3.
Titan of Titans who ate Titans who ate.
Gaia?
No, not that
No,
one.
not Gaia. Not her.
Flesh Titan. The Flesh Titan.
Yeah.
Kronos?
Yeah, Kronos.
Yeah, you go through his body. It's a pretty big boss fight. You know, you're scaling his body to some degree. It's pretty
You're looking at
impressive.
his penis and laughing at it, and then you climb back up again.
But yeah, like I mean, like I'm
kidding,
like
Saturday
Bayoneta's
Night
boss
Live
fights are like
penis.
whole other level. I like.
For some reason, guy has titties.
I think the only thing that kind of compares in terms of like dynamic fights ish in Devil May Cry, in terms of that even compares to how dynamic the fight scenery is and how the environment is and the effect the environmental stuff is Devil May Cry 5, where you are fighting just a whole bunch of like, you know, whatever little enemies in the mini boss fight on the falling tower. Is it falling? It's kind of falling.
That's Bayonetta.
No. That's Devil May Cry 5. It's not. It's not. You're falling, kind of, sort of, not really, but it's not as like flashy. I think that's the. I think that's the only thing that can compare to Bayonetta 2's boss fights in terms of dynamic. You know, how dynamic the fight is. Because, I mean, like, I'm not. It's not just my bias. Because I do think that Devil May Cry is kind of like a more important, more like. I think it's a more grounded game series, obviously, because it's got more games and it's got like, you know, it's like made by the guy who made Bayonetta anyway. But still, I still think it's not just my bias. I still think that Bayonetta 2 is like way more dynamic than any Devil May Cry game or God of War game, because the first fight, period, in Bayonetta 2, the first time you even get to control the character, is you are fighting waves and waves of enemies on a flying, speeding jet through the entire city, and it's non-stop.
Literally
You're just
through the city.
Yeah, you're and Bayonetta fights are amazing because it's dynamic as fuck. It's seamless. It is like the scale and the environment of what's going on is just so like out of this. It's even more fucking dynamic than goddamn Metal Gear Rising, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? And it's more dynamic than fucking Metal Gear Rising, and that's a pretty flashy one. Nothing matches the dynamicy of Bayonetta. Period. I don't care. It literally does not match. The boss fights are just wild, and it's just you're doing so much, and it's like Bayonetta 2 is like fucking, especially Bayonetta 2 is the kind of game where you're controlling Bayonetta right in one of the bigger boss fights, and Bayonetta looks like an ant on the screen. You are controlling this guy who looks like a fucking ant on the screen, and the whole entirety of the screen is a fucking like. Is a whole thing going on. It's like it's funny, but it's like, you know what I mean. Like, so it really puts the environmental scale up front as like a front and center foreground. You know what I mean? Because like just because I think that Bayonetta 2 is like the most dynamic character action game, probably out of all the big like main ones that have come out, does not mean I think it's like. Does not mean I think the other games are bad at all, because I think God of War 3 is pretty good. It's still God of War, so I still think God of War is kind of at the little bit of the bottom of the tier list when it comes to the character action games. Like Devil May Cry is obviously at the top. Like I mean, Devil May Cry. I personally think that Metal Gear Rising is kind of upper mid tier. I think it was.
Quick question, Tox. What would you name the category that we're describing right now?
No, it's called character action games. That's literally what the category. That's literally what the genre was called.
That is a terrible title, but I understand.
You know, in these games are specifically the games that require you to do stylish combos or combos in general, and the beat 'em ups. They're not beat 'em ups.
I know, like square, pause, triangle.
Yeah, but I don't. They're not really. They're not beat 'em ups. You know what beat 'em ups are? Beat 'em ups are like Final Fight, Streets of Rage. That's what a beat 'em up is. These aren't beat 'em ups. At least not Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is so much more. It is so much more than just, oh, I press button and do combo. At least Devil May Cry 1 is. Because Devil May Cry 1 is just so much more. You got puzzles, you got platforming. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's much more than just, like, fucking you do combo. It's way more. It's more than just that. Devil May Cry 3, the more Devil May Cry goes on, the more action-oriented it is. Are there any puzzles? No, there's not really any puzzles in DMC5, really, I don't think. There's, like, secrets, but, like, there's no puzzles. Which I personally am glad about.
I just don't like puzzles in video games anymore.
I like puzzles, but, like, I don't necessarily... I'm not fond of puzzles when they are, like, just whiplashing me. For example, like, Devil May Cry 1, I like it a lot. It's not my favorite DMC game, but, you know, fuck. Come on, DMC. Like, it's so, you know, it's not bad. It's just really very old. You know? It's like playing Resident Evil 2, the original, right? It's like, oh, this game's great, but
when they thought that the game was Resident Evil.
Yeah, because Devil May Cry kind of was Resident Evil for a bit. I mean, it was supposed to be, and then they, you know, whatever. But yeah, so that's what I was getting at. Like, Devil May Cry is like this weird, happy mistake. Cause like you're doing your shit, like some really fucking fluid. Well, I don't want to say really fluid, but you're doing your combos, you're doing your action shit, you're doing Devil May Cry shit, and then the fight's over, and then you're in this stupid fucking Resident Evil style mansion camera camera shots where you gotta fucking say fucking, oh my god, this is and then you gotta do the fucking Resident Evil ish puzzles. It's like, oh, come on, man. Like, it's so weird. It's so, the pacing, not the pacing, just the placement of the puzzles is just so off-putting. You're doing cool shit, and then you gotta do this shit. And the platforming in DMC1, I don't like it. But I don't hate it, because, like, it's an old game. Like, at the time, which it wasn't too long ago when I played DMC1 for the first time, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's an old game-ish. It's just PS2. But I don't like the platformer that much. And that's only really because of the fact that it's like, you know, they were trying platforming for the first time, and like something that was based on a Resident Evil engine, so I think the platformer in DMC5 is pretty dope. If you like, you know how to like cheat the system a little bit. Like if you use Dante and you like get the boxing gloves and what the fuck the ball log is what it's called, and you can do like certain kicks or punches in the air to help you float a little bit farther when you run out of jumps. I don't know. You can do a lot of tricks in DMC5. I realize I'm talking to myself and I feel bad.
No, you're not. I was listening. I just thought, I don't know how to word it. I found it boring when you're just going around the map pressing the same exact combos every 5 seconds. Don't worry, clearly DMC isn't that because you get new weapons and new combos.
DMC is what you make of it. Like if you are bad at video games, then maybe you'll think DMC is okay and not.
What are you trying to say, bitch?
I'm not even talking about you, cunt. If you're bad at video games, or if you're not, if you're bad at video games and you play DMC, you might think it's pretty good. You might think it's okay. But like, it's what you make of it. If you don't fucking like push your fucking limits and like try some shit and experiment and learn things on your own and find all these cool if you don't fucking go all in and try everything in your power to like make it more interesting, then you're not gonna get as much out of it. Like, I mean, that comes with most games, really, especially DMC, especially DMC 5 and 4. Like, it's what you make of it, homeboy. Like, if you like, try shit, you'll find shit to like, do more shit. if you just do the same old style with the same shit, or if you just do the same like 3-4 button combo with Nero, and you don't do like the fucking, you grab, whatever. If you don't fucking experiment, you're not gonna get much out of it. So that's pretty much what you make of it with DMC, especially.
No, I get that. What I was trying to imply earlier was with the whole puzzles thing. The reason I like puzzles is sometimes it's like being taken out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to use your noodle and not just your
True.
Well, obviously it's not your brawn, but you know.
True. But the thing is that like for example, I mean, this is an easy example because this game is coming out and I'm playing something that's related to it. Yakuza 7, it's an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. It's not a beat 'em up anymore. All the combos you do in Yakuza, gone. It's not in Yakuza anymore. It's now a turn-based RPG. At least with 7. I don't know if this is how the game's going to be from now on. People, when they found this out, when they found out that Yakuza 7 is not going to be necessarily a kind of usual Yakuza game, it's going to be a fucking turn-based RPG, people were like, what the fuck? What the fuck? People were really mad. I was like, ooh, yes.
They're like, no, Yakuza is becoming the Pokemon.
I was like, oh, yes, turn-based RPG, yes, yes, yes. I was really excited, really happy. I was confused at first, but I was like, oh man, I'm actually kind of excited for this. I understand completely why people are like really not happy with Yakuza. All of a sudden, coming from a fucking combo. I don't know. What the fuck is Yakuza? It's not necessarily an RPG, but it kind of is. But it's kind of not. But it's not necessarily a character action game, but it kind of is. It's kind of not. Yakuza is like a mix mash of a ton of different fucking genres of game. Ton of different genres: racing, bowling, stealth, party games, fighting, darts. It's a dating simulator. It's a pimp simulator. It's a fucking it's a tabletop RPG. Like it's an MM, not MM, sorry. It's a MOBA. It's this, it's that, it's da 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 da. It's a whole bunch of shit. But generally, it's like a combo-based game where you learn fighting style, you learn different fighting styles, you learn a whole bunch of different combos. You use your environment to do a whole bunch of cool moves that are brutal, or whatever the fuck it may be. You find secret special attacks to do. Or that's kind of like the special, or that's the appeal to this combat. When we take all that out, not all of it out, when you take the way that it plays out and change it to something like this, it's like, dude, people are gonna get fucking freaked out. People are gonna get freaked the fuck out because the director for Yakuza was like, you know what I really like, guys? I like Dragon Quest. I like Dragon Quest a lot. All of a sudden, the fucking director of Yakuza started ranting about how much he loves Dragon Quest, and he got so obsessed with Dragon Quest that he made Yakuza 7's gameplay be based on Dragon Quest's turn-based style and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What? But like, after like the initial finding out what the fuck that is, I was like, actually, I'm interested. The gameplay's fucking awesome. Okay, the gameplay looks like Persona 5, but like more stuff, I guess.
I was gonna say, so it's just gonna be an anime dating sim now?
No, it's so okay. The gameplay, just to explain it simply, it looks like Persona 5. It's just kind of Persona 5, but a lot more dynamic, and characters are moving around and not staying in one place. And for example,
so what
like
you're saying is, if a guy was having a sniper rifle pointed at your head, it would be a shotgun instead.
What?
That's what happened in Persona 5.
Okay. But in Yakuza 7,
snipers are wielding shotguns.
like when you come into random battles, it's going to happen anywhere. So if you start a battle in the street, the battle is going to take place in the street, and if you get ran over by a car, you get ran over by a car, or you fucking flop. It's a very I don't completely understand what the fuck the deal is with its gameplay yet, because I haven't seen too much gameplay of it yet. But I've seen enough to know that it's a very interactive turn-based RPG, real-time sort of thing. So yeah, I'm very hyped for it now. I've been kind of not hype about it for a while because, you know, I thought it was kind of going to be a normal Yakuza game, which is like exciting, but like I didn't know if it was going to be much different, but it is. They found a way to do something more new with it. But yeah, like I'm excited for that. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I've been missing turn-based RPG style video games. I've really been missing RPG stuff. I've been wanting to play. I've been wanting to play a turn-based RPG.
Pokemon game you played?
I'm not. Fuck. I hate Pokemon. Last Pokemon game I played was Pokemon. Okay. Technically, the last Pokemon game I played was Ruby, but I replayed it years ago. But the last Pokemon game I actually played was like Diamond, or was it Pearl? I had both of them, but I don't know which one I played. But yeah, that was kind of the last Pokemon game I played. I stopped after that. I was like, you know, I'm done. Oh, Davi, I don't want to offend you or anybody else in here, but I fucking hate Pokemon so much.
Fuck you.
Fuck Pokemon.
Fuck
Pokemon, dude.
I used to love Pokemon. I kind of just feel neutral about it now.
Fuck Pokemon, dude. It's so dog shit.
Actually, I'll say to the both of you. And you too, Tox. If it makes you, neither one of you feel any better, I neither hate or like Pokemon. I feel neutral towards it.
I was fucking around.
No,
I genuinely just don't.
Pokemon is.
I used to be a fanatic when I was a kid.
But Pokemon is still like quote unquote good, I guess. It's just the Call of Duty of Nintendo. It's like a fucking new Pokemon game every year or two. It's just like, fuck off. I fucking hate Pokemon. I just hate because of how much it's gotten away with and how much they refuse to like let it breathe into something new or expand upon it. Give us a multiplayer, somewhat borderline official MMO sort of RPG Pokemon game where we can train and trade other people's Pokemon and give us an open world Pokemon game where you can play with other players and it's like
Sucks.
Why not?
Sucks. That fan made idea you
I
have
don't
is
care.
It's just predictable.
I don't care. Listen, Pokemon is the most predictable bullshit safe game you can ever get.
Takia, hear me out. How about instead of playing a game of Pokemon where you're a Pokemon, how about, Jesus.
Mystery Dungeon?
How about instead of playing a game of Pokemon where you're a Digimon, how about you play a game of Pokemon where you're a Pokemon? You're literally in the wilderness fighting other Pokemon.
Mystery Dungeon?
You're in the wilderness minding your own business, and then a little fucking 10-year-old with a rock decides to throw it at you, and the fucking bird comes out, and then he's telling that bird to whoop your ass. So you whoop that bird's ass, and then you run away back to your fucking family in the fucking cave that you care about. But if you get your ass beat by that bird, you are now a slave to that fucking child, and now you have no choice to become a Pokemon. Or in this case, a pet. I think that's better than, honestly, a JRPG.
Okay, look, listen,
everyone has thought of
Pokemon is the safest, most, like, bare bones, fucking watered down ass, fucking, it's like watery macaroni and cheese ass fucking game series you could possibly fucking get. What new thing are you gonna get with? What is a new thing you're gonna get with a Pokemon game? Like what the fuck? Oh, fuck off! You can keep making Pokemon great.
You can put an accessory on your Eevee's neck, but only your Eevee, because only Eevee's are allowed to success.
You can make Pokemon grow. You can let Pokemon naturally grow and expand as a series into something awesome and even more awesome than it already was. But you fucking Nintendo refuse. You kept fucking Pokemon games and goddamn handheld console like money grabbing, cash cow, fucking milking ass bullshit. Fuck. You could have made it more. You could have expanded upon it with an interactive experience of what it's supposed to actually fucking be. The whole concept of Pokemon is to share an experience with other Pokemon trainers and go out and trade Pokemon and find new Pokemon and explore and interact with other people and kind of share the experience. The concept of Pokemon.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. Are you talking about Bethesda?
No, what? What the fuck? What's Bethesda have to
my
do with
bad.
anything? No, I'm talking.
I
No,
thought you were talking about Bethesda for
no. I'm talking about the concept
Wait,
of
you talking about
Pokemon.
EA?
No. I'm talking about
Oh, you talking
Nintendo.
about 2K?
What are we talking about? The
I'm giving you a
Nintendo.
pattern.
Okay.
All these companies have what you're literally describing in common.
No,
It's
but
not just
here's the thing.
Nintendo.
Here's the thing. Nintendo knows how to make games, dude. I mean, they
four
they
of
put
them
out
do.
quality stuff. Even look, Nintendo. If Nintendo were to actually legitimately make a Pokemon game where you can interact, trade, share, train other people's Pokemon, have a very interactive, very like actual
So like a
Pokemon
game,
experience.
basically.
I never played a fucking Digimon game in my life.
It's really what you're describing, but with an inclusion of multiplayer.
Listen, this is the natural progression for what Pokemon could do, and it would be fine, and it would sell so well, and it would be a huge hit. It will make them even more money than what they already make. Nintendo, you greedy fucking bastards! God, you make good games, but also you fucking greedy. Anyway, fucking what else thing? Like, okay, they made Pokemon fighting game. Pokken or some shit. Nobody cares. Like, well, like what else?
I feel like Pokemon would have been better if it was like 50 Pokemon and not just 15 and 2 reskinned Pokemon.
What changes would Pokemon? Because like Pokemon is already the most bare bones, like so behind thing ever. Like what new thing you wouldn't just? That's a natural way to fucking make it.
Taki, we've been over this. Pokemon can be quote-unquote bare bone, but they always do add something new that everyone apparently cares about.
But it's
putting a nice little cute bow tie on your pet Pikachu, but only Pikachu.
Fuck Pokemon. God, and people, I don't get it. I don't get it anymore. I get it, but I don't get it. I don't.
You can customize your trainers now. They have different skin tones.
Fucking people will buy Pokemon games every year. It's like this. What's new? Oh, you can walk diagonally now instead of this whole boy. What was that? Pokemon White and Black? What the fuck game was that? We can now walk diagonally instead of just statically fucking
I think
stationary.
Oh yeah.
You fucking man.
But Sword and Shield's different. Instead of you beating the Pokemon's ass, the Pokemon wants to beat your ass.
It's so fucking God, fucking Pokemon Sword and Shield, fucking fuck off, fuck this stupid game. I actually tried to look. I looked at it, tried to actually do a little bit of it. Fucking this game is so, yo, God, fucking, fuck Pokemon. Jesus Christ, people still buy this shit.
If you look close into the binary grid, you'll find that there's a new Pokemon game around the world.
People
Pokemon
still
Hand and Foot.
buy this
The new
fucking
legendary
thing.
will be a giant hand Pokemon with ears, and the other Pokemon will be a giant foot with a penis. Just you wait, it'll blow your mind. It'll be different from all the others. This Pokemon, you can now give accessories to your Raichu. That's right, your Raichu can now wear accessories, but only your Raichu can. You can also make a diverse character with different skins.
Oh, yeah, there's finally black people in Pokemon now.
Because, you know, that's what matters. Diversity.
But you know, whatever. I mean, there's been black people in Pokemon for a minute, but anyway, that was a joke.
It matters now because we're making money from it.
No, but like, just, man, fucking, it makes me so depressed when people will buy the 50 millionth Pokemon game, but they won't fucking. Nobody
on their own. I get what you mean, though. It is kind of. I will love to see Pokemon do a thing where you're able to actually play as the Pokemon and do more than just turn-based RPG. And when I say Pokemon wasn't bad, it was so shortly lived, you know. I feel like they should have expanded around the idea of Pokemon. And I feel like they could have made an arcade game. And I feel like Pokemon could have legitimately been better if there wasn't trainers there. Maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know, I guess I just want to see a Pokemon game where it has nothing to do with trainers and it's just about the Pokemon. And everyone keeps seeing Mystery Dungeon. Even that game still had that weird feel, whereas that... In a realistic scenario, I feel like most of those Pokemon would go tell the others to go fuck themselves.
I don't know, I just... Pokemon... fuck Pokemon.
I'm okay talking. I don't want to have sex with any Pokemon.
I also am starting to get a little bit like whatever towards Fire Emblem. Like, I don't have a burning hatred for Fire Emblem yet, I guess, but I'm just like, oh yeah, Fire Emblem, whatever, dude. It's just like whatever. That fucking game, I guess. That series is...
But Taki, in this game, they're students.
Dude, Fire Emblem is... This fucking new Fire Emblem game is so lame. It's so
It's
lame.
Persona Fire Emblem, isn't that what makes it good though? Because
Fire
it's high
Emblem,
school
okay.
students?
I remember loving Fire Emblem a while ago, dude. Like, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, Fire Emblem Awakening back then, like, I was like, it was a little bit fresh. I was like, oh man, this is great. Then, bless you, then Fire Emblem Fates came out. I never played that. I never got into that. I was like, whatever, I'm kind of over it. Bro, Fire Emblem is so barren of any fucking flavor. It is flavorless. Like, okay, do you any of you guys like Slim Jims?
The jerky?
Yeah, no, yeah, Slim Jims, the classic Slim Jims, whatever the fuck.
I'm not in love with them. I feel neutral. If someone offered me one, I'll say yes.
I haven't had one
I'm
in
not
so
gonna buy it.
long. But anyway, here's what I'm trying to say. So, you know, you eat a Slim Jim, right? And you bite into it the first few bites, or whatever, or the first bite rather, the first thing you chew. You bite into it, you chew it, it's like, ah, yeah, this is flavorful. I like the taste. It's juicy. It's flavorful. And, you know, it's good. It's good. And then you chew on it more, you chew on it more, you chew on it more, you suck out the juices, you chew on it more, you chew on it more, and then you keep chewing on it a little bit, you keep tasting it after a little while, like, wait a minute, this is kind of flavorless now. It's kind of weird and icky, and I'm not vibing with it really. Let me just... That's what that's what Fire Emblem is, dude. Or even something
to how Slim Jims become chewing tobacco.
Yeah. That's kind of what fucking Fire Emblem is now, dude. It's flavorless. Fire Emblem is like fucking sucked out, juiceless Slim Jims. Or bubblegum without the bubblegum flavor after you chewed on it for like 30 minutes. That's what Fire Emblem
those Bubblelicious, or what the fuck those things called? Hubble Bubbles?
There's a whole bunch of them. There's
that
bazooka.
yellow one, that
There's Hubble Bubbles. There's fucking Bazooka Bubblegum. There's fucking.
Sadly, Juicy Fruit is on that list. Remember the good old days when Juicy Fruit used to be fucking delicious.
I used to like Juicy Fruit a lot.
Well,
But
they always change the recipes for the worst.
But yeah,
I'm
so.
depressed now.
But yeah, like that can be applied to Fire Emblem, huh? Why do they have to change recipes for the worst?
Basically, Fire Emblem is chewing tobacco. It's delicious at first.
Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem is flavorless. The designs are so. The colors are so. It is so bland. It's so bland. I mean, that's a generalized statement. I mean, there's some pretty nicely done cutscenes and animated scenes, I guess, from its, you know, I don't want to say it, from its library of CG stuff. But like, bro, fucking so flavorless. It's like, you know what I mean? Persona is still fucking. I never even played an actual Persona game, and I'm very interested in it still. Man, Persona's got that flavor, homeboy. I think it's always going to have that. I'm very tempted to play a Persona game, but like, I know that it's not going to be anything that blows my mind, you know?
Welcome home, Kamal.
Because like, I think what the appeal for Persona is just the amazing music that I've been hearing, man. The fucking great art style. The colors are just vibrant. They pop. As far as the story for Persona, I doubt that I'll even fucking care. Cause like, I mean, I've followed some of it for 5, and it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, this is just anime. Okay. Whatever. That's how a lot of JRPGs go. JRPG stories are stupid and dumb, and they're dumb anime bullshit that I don't care about, aka Final Fantasy stories. They're bad. But I still love those games a lot, because the games are really good, and the game's fun, and the characters are pretty cool too.
We about the same all.
I mean, it's just my opinion, but Final Fantasy VII story, it ain't that good. Actually, you know what? No, Final Fantasy VII story is probably like one of the most like solid Final Fantasy stories.
Give me opinion.
Yeah, Kamal doesn't want to hear that shit.
No, he's getting this.
Yeah,
He's
Final-
with his pictures.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII story is probably like the most solid, one of the most solid Final Fantasy stories.
Damn it! I wanted to hear his reaction. Taki, I sent him the SpongeBob controller.
Oh God! Put SpongeBob in your hands. But Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII has a pretty solid story actually. It's actually I'm gonna take back that at least. Even though Final Fantasy VII story is a little bit fucking up its own ass, it's still pretty solid. It's pretty fucking solid compared to like Final Fantasy X. Fuck off, fucking Final Fantasy X. Jesus, that story is. Sin. Oh, Sin.
Final Fantasy Dingleberry.
Dude, like, okay, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if anybody actually played Final Fantasy 13, but I like Final Fantasy 13 a lot. I think Final Fantasy 13, not Final Fantasy 13 2, not Final Fantasy 13 3, Final Fantasy 13 1.
Those are terrible.
Final Fantasy 13 is. Final Fantasy 13, I think it's really good, man. I think it's awesome. I still think the story.
Good.
I think the story is kind of. Haha, what the fuck is this dumb shit? But it's also pretty.
The worst recovery.
But it's pretty good. I think the characters are like Final Fantasy 13's biggest strength to an extent. The character growth, I guess. But the overall story is just dumb anime bullshit that's just spewing them out of their own ass, making up random words and shit, and saying dude, I'm kind of putting this on the back burner, but World of Final Fantasy. You ever heard of that game?
Is that the singing one, or is that the anime chibi one?
It's the anime chibi one.
The one that Sora's in for some reason.
Sora's in that game? I don't know that. The game is actually pretty good. It's just Final Fantasy, except the Final Fantasy characters that you come across from the different Final Fantasy games are chibi. Your main characters are also chibi, but you can change in the settings to make them not chibi and have them look like actual people. Either way, it's actually pretty good. I've only played like a fucking couple of hours of it, but yo, the World of Final Fantasy, it's a good game. Admittedly, now you have full right to laugh at me, Vince. But World of Final Fantasy is, get this, Final Fantasy with the Pokemon formula. You capture little summoned creatures, and you train them and level them, and they evolve, and yada yada. And you capture them with, they're not Pokeballs, they're like cube things. You throw
they're cubes, they're not spheres. Oh, there's a huge difference.
It's the World of Final Fantasy is just Final Fantasy, but in Pokemon formula. And it's really good.
You made me sick.
Rowdy bitch.
So.
You made me sick, Tox.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna play the game again, dude. I'm probably not gonna play the game for a whole year.
You're having fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to play turn-based RPG on the PS4, and I've been.
You want to play a turn-based RPG that isn't Pokemon? That's what you meant to say.
Well, I also bought Final Fantasy VIII.
How is that possible?
Oh, hi, Nazi. When do you get off work? 2 a.m. I bought Final Fantasy VIII.
Which one is 8? I'm trying to remember.
It's the one with Leon. Squall! Leon.
Oh yeah, the good character.
Excuse me.
The guy who's better than Leon, but no one's gonna ever admit it. I said it so backwards in my tired ass. The guy who's better than Cloud, but no one's ever gonna admit it.
I was about to say,
Leon Squall, I almost said Kennedy. I fucking hate myself. I fucking hate myself.
But yeah, like, dude, I'm tempted. I need to stop. I'm tempted to buy Sonic Forces. I'm tempted to buy the Kingdom Hearts collection, even though I don't know. But I'm not. I'm probably not going to.
You're probably gonna beat it and then.
I already bought DMC Definitive Edition for like $10 because I'm like, ooh yes, let me play the video game. I'm very excited to play DMC Definitive Edition, but like I have a lot of other games I gotta play, so I'm just like suffering because I can't play everything at once. I was resisting the temptation to start a 100% run on DMC.
Shit.
I think it sounds like fun doing 100% run on DMC.
I am very, very, very keen to the idea of 100%ing Devil May Cry 5. Here's the thing, though, bro. That game's hard. I've beaten Son of Sparta
Monster
mode.
Hunter with combos.
I've beaten Son of Sparta mode. I'm on like what the fuck difficulty mode? I'm on Dante Must Die. I gotta do Heaven and Hell and Hell and Hell and I gotta do that, but like I forgot what difficulty I'm gonna play through them on. But yeah, I really want to do a 100% run of Devil May Cry 5. But like,
Go ahead, leave, pussy. Oh, never mind.
no, I want to, but I mean, like that's gonna. I also wanted to do that for 4, which I can do for 4. But here's the thing: it's gonna require me to be.
Hold on. Wait, why was my name brought up?
Because I'm talking. Because I said. I mean, I'm thinking about doing 4 as well, but it's possible. But I don't. Here's the thing. If I were to do a platinum run of DMC 5 or 4, for that matter, that would require me to play that game and only that game for like 2 fucking months straight. And I don't know, man. I got too many other games to play. I really want to get to those too.
Oh, I have an idea. How about I refer that one adventure game with all the trophies and it's just got a shitload of them. Taki, look up Donkey
I'm
Alley.
trying to figure out why am I in this?
I'm talking about Devil May Cry.
Oh, I thought it was because I said leave, pussy.
No.
No,
Oh, so when you said when you said leave pussy, I thought you said like do it pussy, like as in like do DMC
It's funny, I
4
thought
pussy.
you said the same thing too.
No, I was
Yeah.
fighting K. Rool.
Okay, because I was like, because when you said do it pussy, I'm like, listen, I can't.
No, I'm telling you to fucking play Sonic Forces first, cause that shit's already fast as
Yeah.
hell to do it.
Yeah, I might do that.
You even asked Dante about that shit.
Platinum. See, platinum meaning that game Sonic Forces might take 30 hours, maybe.
30 seconds.
No.
This
Yeah.
nigga would stop having a fucking laggy ass connection. I would have do some Bayonetta combos on his ass.
You know, guys, I feel so fucking dumb.
What happened,
Wait,
Lonzo?
Mike,
I didn't realize. Yeah, exactly.
Who brought this on us?
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, don't wait. Did you say your mic was muted?
No, my mic. Look, my mic has a USB in it. USB? No,
Oh no!
auxiliary.
Have you been talking the
Auxiliary.
entire time? Oh no!
I was trying to.
I was
but I
fucking
didn't
listening.
realize. I was trying to, but I didn't realize. It was.
Because if I actually would have heard you, then I would have stopped and actually listened to what you had to say. But I was wondering why I was talking and nobody else was talking. I'm like, geez, Dante's sure being quiet right
Can you
now.
not hear me?
Shut up! I've been talking to you back and forth for the past fucking 2 hours, 3
Yeah,
hours, 4
nobody
hours, you fucking
said
bitch. I've been talking. It was just me and you before all these
nigger.
bitches showed up.
Just a special moment with that SpongeBob controller.
Yeah,
heard your name.
this call was just me and Don Vince for a good fucking 2 hours or whatever, an hour and a half, and then Dante came
Taki.
in, and then Damien
Taki.
came in.
Taki,
What?
I have a
What the
question
fuck
for you.
What? Yes, I'm good.
No, not the obvious. Where were you on the night of the Max Headroom
shit.
incident?
The what? What? The what?
Where were you on the night of the Max Headroom incident?
The Max what? Who?
The Max Headroom incident. Where were you?
Who's Max Headroom?
So it was you.
like I said, I was in Steven Spielberg's fucking mansion beating off to a lightsaber.
I mean, your
What's
alibi
that,
checks
brother?
out.
Tea, sir?
Damn right it does.
Look up the Max Headroom incident and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think it was you. I want to tell you what it was, but that gives away the magic. I think it'll be funnier if you looked it up.
Yo, why is Bayonetta's recovery so fucking weird?
Because
What,
she's,
are you playing
as the cool
Bayonetta?
kids say, OP.
Yeah, I am.
Why are you playing as Bayonetta?
Cause I saw fucking.
Because she owes him alimony.
Shut up.
Okay, hey, Damien, Gordy.
I can't fucking get a word in twice, motherfuckers. You asked me a question.
You don't deserve, you don't have human rights. You're black. Listen, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Fucking. Nah, I can't even do
Dante,
it.
are you okay?
Listen, Gordy, Mr. Gordy, instead of playing that dumb character in Smash, how
You
about
loved her. Shut the fuck up.
how? No, I still love Bayonetta, but I just don't play as her. Listen, how about you play it? How about you
leave him out of
play?
this.
How about instead of playing Bayonetta in Smash, you play Bayonetta 2? It's
Bull Maloney. Bayonetta 2 or Boom Baloney.
I had the same thing, man. I had the same fucking thing. I thought you said Post Malone.
plays. Yeah, instead of playing Bayonetta in Smash Brothers, how about you play Sunflower?
Post Malone's
by Blue?
Adventure on the DS. Huh?
I couldn't hear over what?
Post Malone Adventure for the DS. Play it, me. And Taki, you should play a game of Donkey Alley.
Donkey Alley?
No.
That scares me. That sounds like the alleyway somebody will be raped in.
Donkey Alley is an actual donkey. Who, you know, no, I can't say anything else. You need to figure out who Donkey Alley is.
Because I didn't really hear him. Did you say you play Bayonetta 2, or did you just suggest somebody else?
No, how about instead of playing Bayonetta and Smash, you play Bayonetta 2? I'm playing Bayonetta 2.
You didn't say that. You told him to play Post Malone. I heard you loud and clear.
What? And I said play Sunflower. Post Malone.
Yes, Post Malone, Swale.
Okay,
But I listen to Post Malone's part. We listen to Swale because we all know what real talent is.
When Bayonetta equips the sword, when Bayonetta equips the sword, she has Dante's moveset from Devil May Cry 3. So,
I don't think I like your Nazi impression.
Every
What?
time I hear my fucking name, I swear to God.
no, it's not you. Not you.
No, I know that you're not talking about me. I'm just saying, every time.
Okay, make it sound like a threat next time. I know you're not talking about me.
I know you're not talking about me, dude.
This guy is easy too.
Yeah, when Iridice.
I feel bad that poor kid became a meme because he spelled.
Dude, how
word
is his
wrong.
head still big now? I want to see what he looks like now.
What the fuck is his name? Habib? I'm not being racist.
Was
I
that his
genuinely-
name? Habib?
It was something really bad.
What's bad about Habib, you fucking racist?
Wait, what? If I got his name close, you can't call me racist for not knowing.
Habib.
Habib Teeth?
Okay,
Alright, I'm
yeah.
done with this guy. I can't fucking play Bayonetta.
When you equip the sword, even though it's applied to
I don't appreciate what's going on my ear right now.
when you play
Dante, how about
when you play Bayonetta 2 and you equip the sword, you have Dante's moveset from Devil May Cry 3.
Are you ready?
Are you ready, kids?
Remember, kids, Larry the Lobster and Plankton had the same VA. He's damn talented.
Think about
He's
it.
got a big dick too,
When you
apparently.
play as Bayonetta, she has all of Dante's styles, but without the style switching. For black man pointing at his temple forehead meme. What was that meme called?
Thinking or
I don't
you're
know,
smart.
think about it.
Something hood boogerish.
Fuck a plane.
I don't think that's what the meme is called. Oh man.
Oh, I've had
Alright,
enough.
So now I'm gonna
of your
send a
games.
picture of proof that Taki was in fact the Max Headroom incident.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do. You fucking sinner.
Why is 10:40 and my dad's not home with my McDonald's yet? I'm gonna fucking sue him.
You're like, where's my daddy with my nuggies?
Oh shit!
Watch your profanity.
Okay, why the fuck is there like 5 minutes worth of audio of different characters saying Bayonetta for the title screen of Bayonetta?
Oh, Jesus. Someone help me. These spooks got protection. That came out way worse than I wanted it to, honestly. I genuinely, for the first time in my whole entire life, spook wasn't a racial slur. And it came out even worse. Jesus Christ. There's so many. There's so fucking many.
Sorry, I'm listening to Rodon.
I thought he was gonna thwack. I thought he was gonna thwack my ass.
Can I thwack it mean?
I'm listening to Rodon.
Please. Please.
Oh shit. I fucked up.
Do you know how many times I've been stuffed, young man?
Yeah.
Enough times to make a turkey jealous.
I just realized that Bayonetta 1 is like more than 10 years old. God damn.
Oh my god, guys, what was the most biggest thing you did this past decade? Please give me relevance on Twitter. Taki, you have the choice. Video or picture?
What?
Dick.
Video or picture?
Dick.
Not inches mean.
Dick.
Measurements and
That's
different.
your dick.
Yes.
I
Will you
think
stop telling the world about my secret diet?
I think Jean should have been playable
Hold on.
in Ultimate.
Hold on. Is Moscow in here?
I
Yes.
Dick.
Well, I'm pregnant and it's your babies.
He hasn't said a word.
Baby gravy.
Diddy Kong.
Fucking farce faggot.
You know what's really bad, Davi, is that I, told him to get the frappe, and it's like going to be probably midnight by the time he gets home. So I don't think I'm gonna drink that tonight. I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator for tomorrow, to be honest. So.
It's funny how we were going on and talk about preservatives, and that shouldn't be safe for the future.
It's so hot in here.
Taki,
What?
would you like a picture or a video of your of my evidence against you?
Sure.
A picture or a video, Taki?
Video.
Alright. I knew it. I knew he would cave in and he'll want to watch his own
Ham and cheese sandwich.
mediocrity of pirating.
If it's a video of somebody fucking the McChicken, I'm gonna cry.
No, I told you.
No.
Well, Sonic fucks a cheeseburger. I know we all watched it.
No.
No, it was Sonic fucks a McChicken. That's what it was.
Oh. Chicken.
Something that got taken off of YouTube way too early. The two girls
Why
on
is
top
the
got
video
taken
not
off.
loading?
It's a buffering glitch.
Get off of me, you fucking special dyke.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Here, I'll send you a different one. This one has subtitles.
Hey yo, this cloud's a faggot.
I might buy this shirt. I might
bite it.
Hey, yo, mean.
What?
You want a Jawbreaker shirt, nigga?
Oh. Oh, well, show me.
Meat Canyon.
Me can't. Oh God.
25 cents, man.
You know what? Fuck it, yeah.
Cents is all it takes.
For what?
Little one of your stupid skills.
Lizzo got bullied
After that,
off
I want a
Twitter.
fucking Ben 10 shirt that says I got a dick like me on a 40-year-old.
I want a Gwen Tennyson shirt that says, "That's right, Ben." No, all jokes aside, I
It's
want
not
to
loading
Max
for me
saying he brought
either.
the force. He brought the force of God upon his 10-year-old boy, Rich.
Did you guys see the
fucking
Adventure Time
great,
one?
I
Yeah, I
sadly
did.
have, and it almost made me pee myself. This shit was on #1 on trending for a full fucking hour.
Are you serious?
Sadly. Taki, it's still loading.
No, I have it's loading now. It's already. I'm watching the video now.
Which one, the first one or the second one?
Second one.
The second one's better. Good.
Yeah, but I got a dick on me like a 40-year-old. I was pissed off today. Why the fuck there was some blood in this big ass thigh chicken?
What?
Some fucking Soldier Tone funeral food, man. Taki, I'm about to fucking yell at your old job.
I'm not the one who cooks it. You.
Yeah, you don't cook it, but yet you fucking used to work there. Nigga, just fucking bit a damn.
We don't make.
thigh.
I mean, I don't make food there. I don't think anybody makes
No,
food
nigga,
there.
No, I was over there for the fucking funeral thing. That would be the second time. Fucking
Listen,
bit of.
if it's a
fucking
funeral,
giant
then
ass thigh.
it's you. Some people usually have to make their own food. Actually, people make their own food to the events. We don't make food.
Well, whoever fucking made the damn chicken, I'm fucking mad. I'm throwing hands. I saw nothing but
When you,
blood.
Taki, where were you on November 11th, 22nd, fucking 7. I can't talk. 1987.
when you order, oh no, warrior, when you have an event over there, you have to make your own food and serve it to folks. So absolutely
fucking ignore me,
wasn't
bitch.
me.
Well, what Gordy made that shit over there, it wasn't a fucking Gordy at all. That fucking shit was a damn period chicken.
Period chicken.
Taki, I know it was you.
This is really disturbing.
Taki, I know it was you. Where were you on the night of fucking November 22nd, 1987?
I wasn't even born. That's like 10
Everyone
years
always
before.
says that
That's 10
excuse,
years
don't give me
before
that
I was
shit.
born.
Everyone gives me the same excuse. Don't give me that shit. Where were you? Well, Taki, consider yourself lucky. Not me didn't even get a chance to see it.
That was. That's
Why
something
does
that.
no one find it funny except me? You're like the fifth person.
That
to
just
tell
that just
shit.
freaks me out. I'm just thinking.
I genuinely
I'm
am
in
sitting there
thought.
laughing the whole time.
I'm just in thought about, first of all, whether this is real or not. Second of all, like,
Sadly, it is. That man pirated NBC, and he genuinely he got that on air for a good 2 minutes.
man, I'm actually
And
like
the best part
really
is he's
interested.
never been caught to this day.
Like, I really.
I almost
and now
this
this is
guy.
something that I'm very intrigued in. I'm just feeling intrigue more than anything.
It's funny. Want to know where I was at when it happened? Well, besides in my father's ball sack, when I was watching it on the news, like highlight reel, I was like, my mom couldn't hear what it was. She just said, "What the fuck are you watching, your dad?" And I said, "I knew it. So this is my father, isn't it?" She goes, "I did not sleep with that man." And I said, "You just admitted it. I knew it." And so I've just been on this wild hunt that I've made up in my own head canon that if I ask my friends if it's them, if they don't give me the excuse I wasn't born yet, I'm going to take their other excuse as alibi. I think so far Mina's the only one who's given me an actual alibi. Everyone else has just kept saying I haven't been born yet.
Dove,
Yes.
what rhymes with orange?
Door hinge.
No, what rhymes with orange?
Forge.
No, what rhymes with orange?
George.
You know what? I thought you would get this too. My fucking cousin just pulled the switch on me with that shit. She said, "What rhymes with orange?" I'm like, "Huh? Oh, what rhymes with orange?"
Oh, that's stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah. Oh, but you're fucking
I'm
retarded.
still sitting here staring at my ceiling waiting for the punchline. I don't get it. I think I might be more retarded than Taki is at this point. I'm confused. What is the joke?
Okay. Hey, I have. Hey, I know something that rhymes with orange.
Sure, yeah, let's interrupt me too, Taki.
I'll-
I'll jizz in your fucking damn sandwich.
Hey.
You're not allowed to complain.
You know what rhymes with orange? Orange.
Orange.
Listen. L'orange is orange in French. Orange is orange in French. Eh?
And teriyaki titty sauce is teriyaki titty sauce.
Eh?
I mean, it does rhyme. You're not wrong. And teriyaki titties do sound delightful right about
Oh,
now.
l'orange. Hey!
Hey, yo, Maul,
I
you gonna
solved
come
the
up and
problem.
bully Dante right
I'm
now?
still lost. What rhymes with orange?
Alright,
Orange.
stop. Do you get it?
No.
The whole thing is like saying, remember you start off the joke with what rhymes with orange, but it's literally the statement saying the
What
word
rhymes
what
with
rhymes
orange?
with orange.
Okay, but I'm confused. What rhymes with orange?
God damn it, Davi, I love you too.
Fucking ass. He's gonna turn into one of those dads.
No, I'm being serious. What the fuck? I don't get it. What rhymes with orange?
Stop.
Oh god.
Guys, don't do this to me.
Dav, I honestly believe you're fucking with everyone right now.
Guys, please don't do this. Don't do this to me. It's too late. I don't have any
No,
alcohol in me
I was
either.
actually just gonna say he was saying the word what rhymes with orange.
Am I really this dim with it? I don't get it. What rhymes with orange? What the fuck are you guys saying? What rhymes with orange? I don't fucking get it.
You just said it.
Rape, Dov. Rape rhymes with orange.
No, you're saying what rhymes with orange? What rhymes with orange? Wait,
Rape.
are you saying what rhymes with orange question mark or what rhymes with orange period?
Period.
I just said that. I just fucking said that.
When you said as a statement, so, but I
No,
don't
no,
get
no,
it.
that's the
What
thing.
doesn't rhyme with orange?
Dav, I swear to God, if I find out you're actually fucking with everyone, I will actually come to your house and come on your TV.
You can come down my throat. What still wouldn't rhyme with orange? It wouldn't matter what universe you came from. Those weren't. What, you a SoundCloud rapper? What does not rhyme with orange? Don't give me that shit. Listen, y'all can't go conspiring to make jokes against me when I'm the one who's supposed to be making a joke of knowing where you guys were on the incident of fucking Max Headroom during 11/22nd, 1987. Maul, was it you? Maul, where were you on the night of November 22nd, 1987?
Oh my God.
1987?
Maul, that's actually a decent alibi. Alright, so far only you and Mina are innocent. Dante, was it you then?
Wait, what? I'm confused.
Where were you on the night of November 22nd, 1987?
Probably fucking my girlfriend in another dimension.
Oh, it's not you. So
It's
far
funny.
it's only you.
Because this dimension, he ain't getting ass.
What are you talking about? He's been fucking me for 3... I mean, yeah, ain't that crazy?
The new one with Bob Dwyer.
Tonight's the night I'm gonna get kicked out the house.
The crocodile. No.
Oh, I got watched the newest episode of Shameless. I never finished last week.
Crocodile.
Once before, but it's not like that anymore.
I gotta pee.
In my mouth.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you better apologize for having to pee.
It's more than that, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, fucking God, what do you want? Guys, I'll be back.
Bye-bye. My dad's here. My McDonald's is here. My McDonald's.
You mean where? That's a thing. Because there's a fan-made patch that fixes it. Hey, yo, Capcom. This is Capcom. I love you. But there are certain things. There are certain things you need to know. Oh! Get fucking good. Get fucking good. What? Which is dumb.
Alright, boys. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go eat. I swear to God, I'm gonna come back in like an hour and then everybody's gonna be gone.